Yo, what is going on, fans and coaches of the ASL? My name is Such322 here, and I'm bringing you guys yet another ASL video. And today I have you guys the ASL Season 5 Week 7 weekly recap. And yeah, without further ado, let's just go ahead and hop right into this. So a day late, but you know, we're here. And we got the video for you guys. We have a 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, 5-0, 1-0, 4-0, 4-0 this week. So yeah, let's hop into it. So for the first match, we got the Silverbohemians and the Hartford Whalers squaring off. TCB has not had the greatest season so far, but he's going to take down a very formidable opponent in TJ, who's having a pretty good season so far. That nice little winning streak is going to come to a halt here. And yeah, let's see the Hartford Whalers pick up a nice 3-0 victory, as Infernape is one of the weekly heroes, picking up 3 kills. So we got Escavalier, however you want to say it. Against the Mega Beedrill, obviously packing the Rocky Element. I could have seen that from a mile away. But the Mega Beedrill still does get good damage off, and Escavalier does go for the Toxic onto the Infernape, and Infernape is going to set some rocks here. Is likely going to U-turn out next turn. That is what is going to happen here. We're going to see a crit, so do tremendous damage. I want to guess that is, that's got to be offensive Mew, but I believe this is Silvally Grass or Silvally Bug. Based on TCP's team, I'm gonna say Bug. But either way, Decidueye will take it out. For the first kill in the match, TJ is able to go out into his Moltres, and then we'll be able to fire off a nice little Power Herb Solar Beam, getting rid of Rotom Wash, evening the score 5-5. TJ always coming in here with a nice prep, and this game is no different. So we're going to see Zygarde go for a nice little Dragon Dance, and then goes for the 1,000 Arrows onto the Red Bombi, and is not going to be able to kill with the Extreme Speed due to TJ's nice prep with the Shalon Berry. But this Moonblast will not be able to kill, and is going to activate Zygarde's weakness policy. TCP could have won the game right there, but he's not going to predict the swap into the Escavalier. And yeah, it's going to be 5-4 in TJ's favor at this point. So Infernape just going to grab some momentum, go out into the Aromatisse, which TCP knows can take the hit. Flamethrower is going to still do a lot to this thing, but it does have the Wish Protect, I mean, obviously. And, you know, got to soak up those hits. Aromatisse is going to take another pretty easily. I mean, this thing is stupid. I have seen it firsthand, ladies and gentlemen. Seen it firsthand. But gonna miss the Air Slash again. Aromatisse going to Wish, because you know, why not? Got the Moonblast, gonna do 20%, does get a special attack drop, so this is gonna force TJ out at some point, which that point is gonna be now. He's just gonna sack off his Ribombi, get an aggressive swap into Komodo. So it's screaming Roselli Berry, but we're actually gonna see an Acid Downpour. TCP's got that nice prep with the Kebia Berry to prevent that thing from killing. It would have killed anyways, it would have just got it really low. So questionable play by TJ, honestly, but he doesn't have much to break this thing anyways, and I don't blame him. It's a hard thing to break. So Infernape is just gonna go for the fire type move. It's pretty obvious. He's gonna go for the Flare Blitz. It's a no drawback play, honestly, and Infernape will be able to get one more kill before it goes down here. TJ just wants to make sure that it dies. Close combat will kill that thing, and Infernape will get its 3 kills for the match. And then Decidueye can just come out on this Escavalier and go ahead and win the game with a nice HP fire. So TCB is going to get a nice little bounce back game, 3-0 victory over the Slowbrohemians. And now, go ahead and hop over to the second game here, which is a tremendously long game. So I'm not even going to give details yet, but we're going to just hop into it. So we got Scrafty as a weekly hero here. But we're going to have Mantine and Scrafty here. And AZ is going to opt to go for the Scald onto my Amoonguss, as Mantine then goes for the Air Slash onto Amoonguss. Going to flinch it because, you know, why not? But got the regen, so not an issue. Gigalith can take that Air Slash pretty comfortably. Is going to not show leftovers, so it's basically screaming Smooth Rock. And the Mantine does not get the Scald Burn. And Gigalith is able to go for a Toxic here. Staff of Bulu will come out as Gigalith goes for the Stealth Rocks. as they will pressure AZ's team, the Houston Hoopas, just a little bit, you know. And then Mantine is going to come out as Amoongus comes back out. So Mantine gets a free defog here, but it's going to be whittled down a decent amount in the process. It is going to go for the defog. Amoongus goes for the Spore. I tried to predict the swap, but in hindsight, probably should have just gone hard Drill. Drill is going to come out now as the Roost is going to be on here. If this is physically defensive, it's like a roll to kill. So going to go out into the Amoongus, but AZ does go out into the Latias. So definitely not the situation that I would like to be in. Scrafty comes out on the Latias, as AZ is going to reveal the Reflect type, and then goes for a Surf. But now that this Latias is a fighting Dark type, can go ahead and go for the Drain Punch onto that thing, and then go for the knockoff as Mega Arrow is going to come out. So Slowbro does come out in the Mega Arrow. Mega Arrow just going to go for a safe wing attack. Slowbro is going to eat that up as it does. Mantine is going to take 12% mighty damage onto that thing. And Slowbro is just going to keep firing off Ice Beams. Knows that it can't touch it, so no reason not to just sit here. Tapu Bulu does come out. It's going to take an Ice Beam, which does a lot of damage. Going to do over half to that thing. And then Slowbro is going to go out into the Amoongus, pretty obvious. But AZ is going to just opt to go for the safe play. It's how he's been playing this match up until this point, pretty safely. And then Mega Arrow does come out on the Spore. He said that was a misclick, so he probably meant to go something like Heatran or Mantine, I would guess. So he's going to go Heatran now, as Giga Drain does absolutely nothing. That Grassy Turn is going to be able to heal him up. Had to yawn a little bit there. So Slowbro is going to take up, or swallow the Fire Blast, and then goes for the Ice Beam. It's just going to take the Air Slash really well. And now this Mantine is whittled down a tremendous amount due to the poison. So out comes the Gigalith here on the expected Roost. And Mantine is sitting as low as 57%. Gigalith can take this Skull due to the fact that Sandstorm is up. And he's going to be able to get the first kill of the match and break this 6-6 tie. But then Arrow is going to return the favor right back, get a nice Earthquake off. But then the Excadrill can come out, and Excadrill can start wreaking havoc all over AZ's team. Rock Slide does 35 to this Heatran. Then AZ goes out into Latias, which Earthquake obviously does not affect. But Excadrill can then go for a nice little Iron Head. Does a lot of damage, and fortunately for me, unfortunately for AZ, is going to flinch the Latias. The Surf would not have killed, but it's still unfortunate that he did knock it off the damage, because now Excadrill would be dead. Bylosine is also going to take some damage. Heatran's going to take some more damage. AZ is getting chipped down a lot right now. And Heatran is going to double out into the Tapu Bulu. Tapu Bulu going to take some extra damage here. And this is a speedy Bulu. It's going to be able to take out the Tapu Drill. Yes, Numon, Game Freak, I hope you're listening. So the extra drill is going to go down. And then the Amoongus is going to go for the Sludge Bomb. Is not going to be able to kill the Arrow. But Arrow is going to just go for the Wing Attack. Is not going to do enough to the Slowbro to make a difference. And then he's going to miss the Stone Edge. I mean, that doesn't matter because Regenerator would have gotten it all away. But just still probably a bit annoying. It's just kind of salt in the wound at this point from the flinch and all that good stuff. And Latias is going to go for the Roost here. Is just going to Roost again. As Scrafty goes for the Toxic. Going to go for the Toxic again, predicting the Tapu Bulu. So that's what's going to come out. And this end of the game is also long too. So, you know, I might as well just skip some of this. So Sludge Bomb. While it's Toxic, Scrafty comes out, then out comes Piloswine, Knockoff, then it dies the Drain Punch. Bulu's gonna go Tran, as I go Moongus, gonna go Slowbro, as this thing goes Bulu, gonna go Moongus as Bulu's out. Bulu's gonna Stone Edge, as Amoongus is gonna Spore, predicting. And Latias comes out. It's just a circle of swaps that I will eventually win due to me having a wall core. So gonna go Zygarde, 10%. And here's where AZ reveals that he is indeed Choice Scarfed. Get to go out into Slowbro, click a free Ice Beam, go out into Scrafty, and Scrafty is going to Toxic Stall down a little bit. Bulu shows the HP Fire just in case Fortress came. And then Latios is going to take a good amount with the Sludge Bomb. It's just going to opt to go for the Roost again. It's going to Surf, and then Knockoff is going to do a lot. Is going to then kill it. Scrafty can just protect, see what this thing wants to lock itself into. And then Scrafty gets to go for a free Drain Punch here. Drain Punch is not going to be able to kill, but the next one will certainly kill. Heatran is not getting a boost at all. And down it goes. Scrafty will have one more Mon to face, as Tapu Bulu will sit in front of it. But the Horn Leech is just going to do a lot. And the Knockoff is just not doing enough. So Scrafty is probably going to protect here. Yep, going to protect, and then goes out to a Moongus just to go ahead and seal the deal with Sludge Bomb. So that's going to be the game. The Portland Timbers winning 3-0 over the Houston Hoopas. And we got the Utah Hoots and the St. Louis Sawblues. Necrozma is a weekly hero this week. Nice in 3 kills. And yeah, let's just go ahead and hop into this. So we got Ferroseed and Rotom Mo here. Rotom is going to go for the Volt Switch. Take a drink of water real quick. Sorry about that. So then we're going to have Ferroseed. Going to take the Toxic, obviously, due to it being a Steel type is not going to be affected. And Susie's also going to try and break the swap, maybe out into something like a Talonflame. We're going to have Rock set up on both sides of the field. Not Keldeo. Definitely not Keldeo. Klefki is going to be confused. It's going to hurt itself in confusion, but it does nothing. Leftover is going to get it all back. Susie just loses a lot of momentum in that play. And then the Rotom is going to go for a Trick. So this Ferroseed is essentially useless. It's locked into Gyro Ball now, and Malone gets a free swap out into his Talonflame. So Susie should probably just let this Ferroseed die now. Any way that he can. I would have honestly sacked it there, but you have to be afraid of the Swords Dance, so fair enough. And then Necrozma is going to go for the Photon Geyser. And then going to go out into the Klefki, since Klefki can take this thing on really well. Rocks are going to come up. Spikes are going to come up. Klefki is going to be confused. Definitely annoying for Suze, but he is going to get up the Reflect, so it's going to help against something like a offensive powerhouse like the Karen Black or even the Hariyama. And Mega Venusaur is going to come out. Takes the Volt Switch, obviously really good due to the resistance. And Talonflame is going to just scare it out every time. It's shown now that Necrozma is Talonflame's dedicated swap in. We're going to see Dark Pulse likely predicting the Bronzong. But Susie is just going to go out into his Ferroseed. Probably wants this thing to die. Might just try and kill itself here, but he's actually going to get up his Rocks. Just to try and... oh, well, he doesn't have the... What did he get? Wait, what did he get from the Rotom? Hold up, we're on turn 22. I wasn't even paying attention, was I? Turn 22. What did he get? Where? One sec. I'm confused. I don't think I was paying attention at all. Trick. Scarf. When did he get rid of it? What the heck? I don't even know, guys. Just leave in the comment section. It is like past midnight, so I don't even want to figure it out. Whatever. Just leave in the comments how the heck it was able to slot Moose. Please and thank you. So Weavel's just gonna go for the Icicle Crash. Oh my god. This is some high quality content for you guys. So we got nice in Hariyama. Hariyama. Is this Necrozma just gonna go for a Moonlight, get some health. Venusaur comes out. Can opt to go for an HP Fire. Leech Seed's a good option. We're gonna see Synth though. Just use this as an opportunity to go ahead and heal up. Fair enough. And this Bronzong is gonna Gyro Ball. Susie is going to stay in. He's gonna get the Leech Seed off on this Kieran Black. Kieran Black does threaten this Mega Venusaur out every day of the week. And Malone is going to make that nice prediction, going for the Earth Power onto the incoming Klefki. But the Leech Seed is going to be too much for this Kieran Black to deal with. And the Rotom is going to take this Flash Cannon decently well. Then can go for a Defog, getting rid of all the hazards. Because Malone just simply does not want to deal with him. He's definitely going to misclick there. And then Necrozma is going to take the Flare Blitz. It's again doing like a quarter. Bronzong comes out. Necrozma sets up a Calm Mind. Now Bronzong is going to go ahead and try and Toxic this thing. But Susie's just going to Dark Pulse this thing. I don't know if the crit mattered. It might have. It might not have. But the Kyurem is going to go for a Toxic. It does live the Photon Geyser. Based on its investment, it's a specially defensive Kyurem. It's like a Spadef Kyurem with Roost. It's like Spadef offensive with like Subtoxic. Kyurem now goes down, but not in vain. It gets a Toxic off and then some crucial damage. Talonflame is going to go for a Supersonic Sky Strike. Doesn't kill the Necrozma, can set up a Moonlight. And on the following turn, Necrozma can opt to just fire off a hit. That's probably Susie's best play, but this Talonflame is threatening, and Susie cannot let it prosper. He's gotta just bite the bullet and let his Necrozma go down. But in the process, he does get rid of the Talonflame, so definitely worth it in my opinion. And Togekiss comes out, Klefki comes out. Klefki just goes for a T-Wave. Wants to make sure that this Togekiss cannot do any shenanigans. And then you can just Flash Cannon a bunch, but it's Wish Togekiss, so it's annoying Togekiss. So it's going to be a 4 KO. Okay, Malone's just Wish Stalling, so I'm just going to go ahead. Yeah, you get the idea. If you guys are mad, I say this in like every video that I skip through, but if you guys are mad that I'm skipping through some of these replays based on time constraints, you guys can go check out the replays all down below in the description. But as you can see, we could be sitting here for about another 25 minutes for no reason. Or 25 turns. Whatever, it's the same thing. But yeah, there's going to be the game 3-0 for the Utah Hoos. And then we got the Aussie Kingscons. Oh yeah. Against the Washington Wailords. Nice little 5-0 for EN. 3 kills with Lando T, giving him a nice weekly hero. Let's hop into it. So you're going to have Lando T and Mega Absol leading off. Apparently, Cam doesn't think that Lando T being Scarfed exists. He's going to let that thing die to a Scarf U-turn turn 1. And then Nihilego is going to come out. That Absol was obviously going for the Ice Beam. But Nihilego is going to set up some rocks and is going to go out into the Scizor. When Metagross comes out, Scizor does get off a U-turn, does show that it is faster than the Metagross, and then can take the HP Fire with the Delmise. It threatens it out with a Shadow Claw, and Delmise is going to opt to go for the Shadow Claw. And then Delmise is going to go out into the Nihilego, which is going to die to a malicious Moonsault. Yeah, just obliterated there. And then Cam is going to go out and do his Smeargle, potentially trying to set up the Sticky Web, but he's going to go for a Parting Shot. So this is a pivoting Smeargle. I'm really confused why he didn't go to his Latios here. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me unless his Latios doesn't have Psychic coverage. But I guess he didn't want the Incineroar to come back in. I mean, that's a valid point. But Delmise would have brought it back in anyways. I don't even know. We're going to see the Spore come out here, but the DOS just sets up a sub. And then Dark Pulses. The Smeargle is going to Parting Shot out into the Scizor. Little does this Scizor know that the Deoxys S is going to be packing HP Fire here in a minute. It wants to get a bit of lefties back. Is then going to HP Fire, do a lot of damage to the Scizor. Scizor does break the sub with a U-turn, and then goes out into the Smeargle. So EN's play is just a substitute. This thing probably can't do anything to him. Going to be another Parting Shot. I mean, Cam is inevitably going to let his Scizor go down. EN is going to go for Protect. Questionable play, honestly. I think HP Fire was much better because it would have killed the Scizor. but Ian might have thought it was a roll, or he wasn't going to kill anyways, so, I mean, I guess. And then Dark Pulse is going to be a 2-shot. Ian just doesn't even care. He's just going to want to fire off an attack. And it's getting to this point where the Smurgle parting shot is too much. You gotta go out into the Landorus Therian, but all of Cam's work was erased in one swap. And Lando is just going to go for a defog, get rid of the rocks, just help out Ninetales, because Ninetales does win when Scizor is gone. So Icy McSpicy is going to come out, but does get slept. So what are you going to do? We're going to go out into Lando T because Sleep Clause is now up. You can't sleep another person. Lando gets a nice little U-turn off. Metagross can come out, and Metagross beats the remaining two. Scizor is going to go for the U-turn out into the Latios, and Ian just went for the Meteor Mash because it's a free play. Scizor had to go for the U-turn, and then is going to go for a Bullet Punch just to make sure that Latios doesn't have any like shenanigans up its hand. And then Scizor is going to Bullet Punch, takes a lot of damage from that HP Fire. And now Cam will likely go for the U-turn. So he does go for the U-turn, gets into the Latios, but something dies here. And Cam is just going to let his Latios go down. And then Incineroar picks up this game against the Scizor. And that is going to be the game. Ozzy Kangaskhan's 5-0 over the Washington Wailords. Then, for the 5th match for you guys, we got the Denver Numbers and the PC Barcelona of Pokemon Club Barcelona. And we have yet another weekly hero here. We got Swellow, 3 kills in this match, as the PC Barcelona were able to get a 1-0 victory over the so far winless Denver Numbers, improving their record to 3-4. So we got Jolteon and Porygon Z here. Jolteon is going to set up a light screen so it is able to live this tri-attack really comfortably, honestly. It can then go for a Volt Switch next turn, doing good damage. And Porygon Z is already almost at half right now. With the light screen up, Celesteela is going to take the hit really comfortably, and now Thunderbolt is not going to be doing nearly as much. The Lefties is going to allow the Celesteela, or the Leaf Seed is going to allow the Celesteela to stay in here, but the Rotom is going to crit through the light screen, which is quite unfortunate for Shadow. And Celesteela is going to get a Toxic off onto the Alolan Marowak just to try and protect stall it. Not a bad idea. But Araquanid is going to take 50%. Takes it a lot better than I would imagine it would, but this could be a physically defensive Araquanid. We don't really know. Manaphy is going to come out. He's going to go for the U-turn, so it's definitely Scarfed Manaphy. I don't know why else you'd want to run U-turn. Scarf Manaphy is the only set you really run that on. Celesteela is going to come out, can take the Air Slash because it is obviously resisted. The Alolan Marowak is going to try and put some pressure on Shadow. Is just going to go out into his Jolteon. He can opt to go for a Shadow Ball, but it's probably not going to kill. Ooh, nice little voice crack. So he's just going to set up a Reflect anyways. And he's going to set up a light screen then. So Demaster's going to defog the screens away. Very good on his part. And Shadow just wants to try and set him back up. And this does prove to be a quick feet Jolteon. So Demaster is probably predicting this off and is probably surprised that this thing wasn't Volt Absorb. But Jolteon is going to get a Spadef drop, which sucks for Shadow, because he's got a Volt Switch now. And Demaster gets to go right out into his Rotom, which Rotom is going to barely live this Boom Burst. And due to the light screen being up, the Swellow is able to live. And Araquanid comes out, and yeah, this is confirmed physical Manaphy. We've seen Waterfall, Frustration, and U-turn. I can only imagine that the last move is like Knockoff or something like that, as that is a move that Manaphy gets. So Araquanid can just go for a rest here, and it's going to be really hard for Demaster moving forward in this match, because he's got to deal with this Araquanid just sitting up. Shadow brings this damn set every time. It's actually insane. Had to get some water there. Stay hydrated. Water is the best drink on earth. So Manaphy, you know, just relentless with these frustrations. It's probably pretty frustrated that this little bug is trying to kill it with these stockpiles, but the Master was packing the heat. So he's got the stockpiles up, but I would love to know what he plans to do with this. I mean, yeah, he can try and break through, kinda. He's not going to be able to really do that, and Shadow's just at a PP stall right now. He's going to go for a Leech Life, which is a questionable play. I would have gone for the rest, because you can PP stall the Master, but the Manaphy's going to sit in here, and Manaphy's not going to be doing that much, which is going to be the Master's biggest downfall here, because it doesn't do enough, but it's just going to kind of sit there until Leech Seed is enough to get rid of it. But the Master goes hard into his Rotom on this Selly. Shadow's just going to protect, see what this thing wants to go for. You know, get a little bit of leftovers back. And then goes out into the Hippowdon. So Demaster is going to predict that. So Demaster is making plays in this match to try and set him up to win the game. He's going to overheat, getting a lot of damage into the Hippowdon, which forces Shadow back out into the Celesteela. Quite possibly predicting the Toxic. But yeah, we're going to see Celesteela go for the Protect here. Just, you know, trying to scout. Then going to Protect again just because it's Sandstorm Chip onto the Porygon, and it's going to be Celesteela getting some more health. Now Celesteela is going to go for the Leech Seed, which pretty much just spells doom for this Porygon. Shadow Champion, I don't know why I said his whole name, but is going to opt to go into Hippowdon, which if Hippowdon has Protect here, then it's going to be good to go. But the Hippowdon is going to have to die so that Porygon Z goes down. Porygon Z was the biggest threat to Shadow's team at this point, so not a bad trade-off. Jolteon does go down, so Demaster has a big advantage in the game right now, but Swellow is going to look to bring that back. Is going to kill the Marowak and then kills the Manaphy on a crit. So Demaster is not liking this right now, and you know, just go ahead and crit the Shaman too. I don't know how many of these crits are mattering, but these are doing so much. I think, I don't know if the Shaman one mattered. I think all of these depend on investment, but it's very unfortunate for the Master. The universe just does not want the Master to win a game. That's basically it right now. Rotom is going to go for the Overheat. It is not enough to kill, and with the Leech Seed and Protect abilities, and considering Rotom died, this Latios is, or Mega Latios is going to go for a Recover. Demaster would have been better off clicking Thunderbolt there, but then again, Victini just comes in and does tremendous damage anyways. So Thunderbolt, and yeah, Victini comes out. It's at full health. There's no way that the Latios is doing enough. And you know what? To sum up this battle for Demaster, let's just have a last turn that looks like whatever that is called. We're going to see a Miss Draco and a crit U-turn. So, yeah, unfortunate for Demaster. But Shadow getting a nice 1-0 victory over the Denver Nummels. And then we have Keister and the Phoenix Flygons taking on Commander Milan and the Amsterdam Alakazams, like I said in the transactions video, quote unquote transactions video. Oh, one sec. So Brad did drop out as a coach, and Milan is going to be taking over his team. So yeah, that's what you guys will be seeing in place of the St. Louis Samurai. You'll be seeing the Amsterdam Alakazams. So let's go ahead and see Milan's first game back in the ASL. So we got Jirachi against Mamoswine, and Mamoswine is going to go for an Earthquake. Almost kills Jirachi on turn 1. Mamoswine is going to take a big chunk of its own health, but almost killing Jirachi turn 1 is really nice. Going to fire off another Earthquake, does a lot of damage to this Umbreon. And that might be Banded Mamo. Actually, Banded Mamo would have killed Jirachi. It's probably just E-Belt or something like that. And this Heracross is going to go for a knockoff, and this does show to be a Z move. And Milan does have the Aqua Berry, so he's going to get to fire off a big Earthquake here. And just decides to get rid of his Heracross, deems it's not as worthy as he thought it would be. He's got other ways to kill this Umbreon. And Mamo's going to come out, put the pressure on, get a nice Earthquake kill. Mandibuzz is the designated swap into the Megalopony. Fair enough. And Umbreon is going to take a U-turn here. He's going to do 18%. Milan gets to go out and do his Empoleon. Probably gets like free rocks or something like that. That is what he's going to go for. And then Megalopony comes out. But Empoleon is going to roar that thing into Vanillix. So we will not see Megalopony hit the field right now, at least. Umbreon is going to come out. Is going to get roared out into Golurk, so Milan's just going to shuffle around his team. Between Hail working against Keister and the rocks, he's going to be getting some nice little chip that could possibly help Mamo or Coco or even Delphox clean up the game later down the road. Some Mandibuzz is going to go for a nice foul play here, gets rid of the Golurk, does not want to risk the chance that it sets up. And Vanillix comes out. But Empoleon can take that Blizzard really nicely. Going to be doing 14%. Nice and 4 times resistance. Keister is going to determine that this is the perfect time to sack off his Entei. And Empoleon is going to go out into the Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz just swallows hits from this Megalopony. Megalopony doesn't really have a way to get through this thing. Return, yes, it's going to do 30%, but Brave Bird is going to do 71 back to the Megalopony. The Megalopony's Drain Punch is not enough to get the kill. And Mandibuzz just wants to go for the roost. As Umbreon comes out, Keister knows he can live and can get off a Wish if he wants to do that. But he's not going to get the opportunity because a crit U-turn is going to come through here. What is with all the crits and hacks this week, guys? Jeez. So, we're going to see a nice little fake out, do a little bit of damage into this type of Coco. Coco gets the D-Gleam off, and then Milan is going to take the Ice Shard, then can get the kill with Coco. Then Lopunny comes out as Coco can go ahead and get the kill here, but the fake out plus this next move we're going to see, which is Quick Attack, is not going to allow the Coco to get the kill. So Megalopony is going to be low. Mamoswine comes out. Quick Attack does not crit. And Milan is going to be able to take this victory 4-0 over the Phoenix Flygons in his first game back in the ASL since Season 2. So for the last match that I have for you guys this week, we have the London Lapras and the Arcane Arcanines. I anticipated this to be a fantastic match. I can't say it lived up to the standards that I held it at, but I held it at pretty good standards, I'm not going to lie. But Cody played his Thundurus Incarnate absolutely tremendously, improving himself to 7-0, perfect record right now. And yeah, let's see how it went down. So we're going to see Drapion and Alolan Muck, 2 Poison Dark types. They are both going to go for knockoffs. One had an Assault Vest, one had a Citrus Berry. And Greninja is going to take an Earthquake. It does just under half, so it can set up a Spike. And then will barely live the Poison Jab. But Greninja can go for the U-turn into the Aggron, as knockoff will not be doing anything because Aggron is super defensive. You know, it's got a Mega Stone, can set up some Stealth Rocks here. Tapu Fini likely gonna go for that Defog. That's what Cody's gonna predict. But we're gonna actually see a taunt, so maybe Ian was worried of like a setup Aggron or like a rest Aggron or something like that. But either way, the Thundurus is going to go for a knockoff. Ian wants to double out into his Drapion to see if this thing has the ice coverage for the Garchomp. But then Thundurus goes for the Fightinium Z. Ian is going to take this hit with his Tapu Fini and take the opportunity to just go ahead and defog. But that is going to definitely be a mistake. Cody's just going to Sky Drop. I mean, probably predicting the Garchomp, or he's just trying to flex. Ian is going to get a nice little special attack drop. Definitely not what he wanted to see. As Garchomp is going to die to this knockoff. And yeah, Thundurus is just going to destroy absolutely anything and everything. Mega Scissor comes out. Mega Scissor can live a +4 Thunder Punch. Like, high fives all around, buddy. And Cody's just going to sack off his Greninja here because he knows Thundurus wins this game. But he's going to go Aggron right now. Superpower is going to do a lot to the Aggron, but Aggron roars into the Heliolisk, which Heliolisk can get a nice Volt Switch off, so, you know, get a little kill there. But without the Scizor being set up, it is not going to be able to kill. Bullet Punch doing 28%. And yeah, Thundurus can go ahead and clean up this game with a nice little superpower at the end. So that is going to be the game. London Lapras 4-0 over the Arcane Arcanines. Thundurus Incarnate would have been a weekly hero, but it has already been a previous weekly hero, so it cannot be for this week. So thank you guys all for watching, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. May or may not be one this week. I don't know if I'm covering for anyone, but if not, I'll see you guys in the week 8 transactions. Thank you guys all for watching. See you in the next one. Goodbye.